All right. Good evening. Welcome to the Index Infusion call with your girl Jade. Every Wednesday, 6 p.m. we are here, and it is indeed, guys, it is indeed the first one of the month. The first one of the month means that we go deep into mindset, right? We go deep into mindset. And also, guys, because it is the first, we are going to go through a little bit of planning as well. On the session last week that we did with our gold princess Charmaine, we spoke a little bit about a trading plan, and we learned that not that many people have that. So we are going to talk about that a little bit later on. So guys, how I start every call is realigning and focusing on the goals that you want, right? Affirming the type of trader that you want to be. So guys, find the chat box. Let me know, what is your goal for this year or the next 6 months or the next 3 months when it comes to trading, right? What kind of trader do you want to be? What size account do you want to have? Do you want to be disciplined? Do you want to be a 6-figure trader? Do you want to earn £100 a month? What is that goal, guys? Because when you speak that goal out, when you type it, when you write it, what you focus on grows. And it's really, really important to know where you are going in your journey, right? Know where you're going in your journey. And guys, I like to challenge your affirmations. I like to challenge your goals to make sure that they are measurable, to make sure that you know that when you get to that point, you have smashed that goal. So Annette, consistency in your trading, what does that mean? Okay, Annette, £100 a week. You know that when you make £100 a week, you are now consistent in your trading. Amazing. Des wants to retire by the end of the year. Amazing, Des. You don't need to share it with me, but have a figure in your head. What amount do you need to earn on a weekly, monthly basis to be able to retire at the end of the month? And write that down so you know you have hit that financial goal, right? Pam, £100 a day, amazing. Charmaine wants to be a 6-figure consistent trader. I love that. Marcia, £1,000 in your trading account monthly. I love that, guys. Keep them rolling in. It's important you know where you're going. You have to have a destination to plan out your route, right? You don't want to be doing things, making a trading plan if you don't really know where your end goal is. They say start with the end in mind. So even if you're sitting here and you're thinking, boy, I don't really know how I'm going to retire, but I know I want to retire, then that's all you need, right? You say the figure, then we are going to work backwards in order to get you to where you want to go. Angelina, 5K weekly trader, amazing. Gary, 5K a month by March, amazing. Simone, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a consistent, confident trader earning a minimum of $3,000 a month by October 2022. Amazing, love that. Michelle, £100 a day. Des, £2,000 per month by the end of the year. Love that, right? You guys are being really, really specific. That really makes me happy. So you guys know where you are heading to, right? You want to master a strategy this year, Tanisha. What does master mean? Does it mean you're able to do it by yourself? Does that mean that your success rate is going to be 80% or 70%? How will you know that you have mastered the strategy, right? Just think about that so you can measure it and you can tick it off and say, amazing, I have done that. Right? I have done that. So guys, right? Doing our affirmations and when we're speaking about our goals, one of the things that I really stress on and one of the things that I'm really, really passionate about is your belief system, right? Your belief system, because that is how you are going to get to where you want to get to. It is so important to understand that if you do not truly believe what you're writing in that chat box or what you're saying, then the chances are it's going to be a lot harder for you to hit that goal, right? So I want you to believe a bit bigger, a bit sooner, right? That is what Matt Rosa says. He says, believe bigger sooner. How many of us have set a goal, right, that we probably know we can achieve? Right? Drop a 1 in the chat box if you set a goal and in the back of your mind, you're not even nervous. You know that you're going to hit that, right? You probably hit it before. So you think, okay, amazing, I can do that, right? because I was reading somewhere that they call that an A-type goal, a goal where you have already hit it. So for example, if you are saying, I want to make £100 a day, right? And you have already made £100 a day for quite a few days, then that is an A-type goal. You're setting a goal for something that you have probably already achieved. By the way, there's nothing wrong with this because you want consistency, but that is an A-type goal. A B-type goal, right, is you saying that you want, like, you think you can do it. So a B-type goal might be, I want to make £200 a day. You don't really have that much doubt in your mind that you can, like, you know that you can do it, right? You know that you feel like you can do it. That's your B-type goal. But what I want to stress with you guys is having a C-type goal. A goal that at the moment only belief and manifestation is what you have the results for, right? A C-type goal is you saying potentially you want to sack your boss at the end of the year. Or a C-type goal is saying, I want to buy my 6-bedroom house in the country, right? It's a goal where your trading account may not reflect it yet. It's a goal where your trading skills may not reflect it yet. But we know that it's possible. Of course, we know that because the compound plan has told us that. But us in ourselves, it makes it a little bit harder to believe, right? And I want you guys to really focus on those C-type goals for this year, right? Think big. Do not limit yourself, right? Because you yourself do not know everything that you can achieve, right? We like to put ourselves in a box. We like to put ourselves in the comfort zone of what we feel comfortable with. We need our goals to make us feel uncomfortable. We need our goals to make other people think that we are crazy, right? That's when you realize that you have a C-type goal. That's when you realize that you have a goal that is so much bigger than what you think, right? You have a goal that it really does boil down to your belief system and really putting into the work. Because we say all the time, you can achieve anything that you put your mind to, right? But let me know if you really agree with that. Because if you really agree with that, then your goals are going to be so much bigger, guys, right? Your goals are going to be so much bigger. Nikki always speaks about when she started this opportunity from the get-go, she was saying, I'm chairwoman 10, I'm chairwoman 10. Before she even hit P150, I'm chairwoman 10. She quit her job at P1000, right? She was earning a lot of money at the bank, but she quit her job and she was screaming chairman 10 from the beginning. She didn't know how she was going to do it, but she had that belief that she was going to get it, and she done it, guys, right? She put the work in, she followed the blueprint, and she created what she needed to create, and she got to chairman 10. So sometimes you need to not necessarily worry about how you're going to get there, but just believe that you can get to that goal, right? I can see some of you guys agreeing with me in the chat box. So your belief needs to be bigger. Your belief needs to make you a little bit nervous. Your belief needs to make others think, are you sure about that? Do you really think you can do that in a year? And you say, yeah, absolutely, 100%. Because the bigger your belief is, the more you're going to put the work in, right, to get to that goal. The more you wake up in the morning saying, I'm so happy and grateful, whatever your C-type goal is, the more you're going to put in the work to understand what you need to do to get there, right? But you really, really do need to believe that you've already achieved it, right? You need to believe that you can achieve it. You can do it no matter what anyone says, no matter if someone says that you're dreaming too big. There's no such thing, guys. There's no such thing. Think of all the people that we have seen in this world who dreamed big. We would not be sitting here on this computer via Zoom if someone didn't dream big. If someone who created the website didn't dream big, we wouldn't be here today, right? If Henry Ford didn't dream big, we wouldn't be driving our cars today, right? So these are the things that we need to think about, is that the people that were dreaming big got amazing results. The people that were dreaming big got the results that people were thinking, now you're crazy, right? People were thinking, yeah, you're mad. But it doesn't matter, because if you get there, when you get there, guys, when you get there, you can look back and say, yes, I really did achieve one of my biggest goals, right? One of my biggest goals. So guys, belief is a real big one. Exactly, Angelina, we wouldn't be here if Nikki didn't believe, right? We wouldn't be sitting here. We wouldn't necessarily have the access. We wouldn't be in Wealth Your World if the dream weren't big, right? If the belief wasn't big. So it's really important to believe big, right? Don't let your mind, don't let your doubt stop you from achieving exactly what it is that you want to achieve, right? Because you can do it 100%. We've seen so many people, right? We've seen so many people achieve things. You need to believe that you can do it for yourself as well, guys. I want you to drop believe into the chat box, right? Drop believe into the chat box. I want you guys to start believing in yourselves a bit more, a lot more, right? We want to take away the doubt. We want to take away the, oh, I'm not sure about that. Because you really do have the tools here in order to really plug into yourself, right? In order to get the results that you desire. So guys, we are in a new year. We are in 2022. And of course, normally when we do mindset, we speak a lot about trading. We speak about our discipline, right? We speak about using correct risk management. We speak about not over leveraging. And I'm sure you guys have heard it, and you've heard it, and you've heard it, and you've heard it, right? I want you guys to claim for 2022, right? And I think this should just be the word for everyone, is that we need to claim discipline in our trading, guys, right? Drop a 1 in the chat box if you want to be claiming discipline in your trading this year, guys. Because how many of us have made money in the markets, right? We've made money in the markets. We're excited. We're ecstatic. Yes, I made my money. So excited. The next day, we say, okay, great. I made £100 yesterday. Maybe I could make 150. Oh, I don't want to lose that £100 I made yesterday. So let me not put a stop loss in. I want to make that £100 like I did yesterday. So let me over leverage, right? How many times have we done that, guys, right? And for my newbies on the call, I'm saying this loud to you guys, because I don't want you to have to experience some of the things that I have experienced, and a lot of the people in the Wealth Your World have, guys, right? We want to exercise discipline, because discipline is going to get us to where we want to go. We know how to trade, guys. We know how to press the red or the green button if you're HFX. We know how to press the buy or the sell. We know how to put our take profit and our stop loss in. We are learning the strategies every day on Go Live, right? We have the tools in front of us, and Chair Lady always speaks so much about using the tools and utilizing the tools we have to get to our goals. But what we really need to focus on, guys, is our discipline, because when it all boils down to it, it boils down to us. It boils down to us and the decisions that we make that reflect our results, right? It's not the educator. How many times has someone put a trade in a group chat and you see one half of people showing their blues saying, yes, I made money, and then you hear the other part of the people that are just silent, right? Because they might have blown an account, or they might have over leveraged, or they got in a trade late and now they're red, or whatever it may be. So it's not the trade, guys. It's not the educator, it's us. So this year, guys, I want you to focus on discipline. And in order to focus on discipline, guys, you've got to have rules in place. You've got to know what you're following, right? You've got to know what the rules are in order to be disciplined with the rules. And that's where we come into a trading plan, guys. If you have a trading plan, drop me wait, let's start that again. If you have a trading plan and you use it, guys, drop a 2 into the chat box. If you don't know what a trading plan is at all, drop a 3 into the chat box. Right? So if you have a trading plan and you use it, drop a 2. If you don't know what a trading plan is, drop a 3. If you have a trading plan and you don't use it, drop a 1. Right? I just want to see where everyone is at the moment. We got a mixed bag here, right? All right, amazing. Amazing, amazing. These adapting, we got some 1s, we got some 3s, we got some 2s. All right, amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. What is a trading plan, right? A trading plan is here in order for you to know what you need to do every single time you place a trade, right? And you may have heard it before, but I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go for it. And then we're going to get 1 or 2 people on the call to do their trading plan right here, right now. So you know exactly what you need to do in order to create one when you come off this call, right? When you come off this call. So let's see, let me share my screen. All right, amazing. So we have a trading plan. So a trading plan consists of quite a few different elements that you want to follow for your trading, right? So one of the things that you want to follow is your percentage growth, right? What is your percentage growth? How much do you want to grow your account? And this could be daily or weekly, right? So you may hear people say, I want to grow my account by 5% a day, right? Or I want to grow my account by 3% a day. Alternatively, you could say, I want to grow my account by 25% a week. So therefore, if you don't hit your 5% on day 1, it's okay, you got a few more days to make it up, right? So you can decide which way that works for you. With your percentage growth, guys, and let me be honest with you, you want a percentage growth that you can hit consistently, right? There's no point saying I want 10% growth and you only hit your 10% like once every 2 weeks, right? You want to be a consistent trader, right? When we were on the compounding session with Charmaine last week, she spoke about how important it is, especially if you have goals to buy a house or anything like that, to show how you are consistently making money. So if that means that you have to drop your 5% to 3% to be consistent, then so be it. You may not be making so much, but in the long run of it, you will be, right? Because you'll be consistent. And guys, we all know when we hit our plan, when we hit a compound plan, just naturally in our head, we feel more confident, right? Naturally in our head, we feel more enthusiastic and we want to go again, right? So if you need to look at your percentage growth, do not judge your growth on what everyone else's is, right? If you do 5% and you think, okay, maybe I'll lower it, then go down to 4, go down to 3. This is your journey, guys. You need to do what you feel comfortable with, right? I was speaking on a call the other day and I said, there's so many things to push the limits with that compounding our account isn't one of them, right? We don't need to push the limits on our trading account. What we need to do is we need to push the limits on our education. We need to push the limits on our personal development, but we need to be consistent with our trading account, right? We're not trying to prove anything to anyone. We're not trying to smash our target that we made the day before. We're just trying to remain consistent so we can get the results that we desire, right? So that is your percentage growth, guys, right? That is your percentage growth. Then what we want to talk about is the sessions, right? No worries, Angelina. It was just about the growth and that we don't want to push ourselves when we're trading from a monetary value. We want to push ourselves from a personal development way. So the next is the sessions, guys. Drop into the chat box what different sessions we have, right? I clearly can't type today. What are the different time zones? What are the different sessions that we have, right? Okay, amazing. So we got one in there, London session. We got New York session. Amazing. We got the Tokyo/Asian session. And then we got the Sydney, right? Those are the main ones. There's, of course, other ones in between, right? Angelina speaking about the Frankfurt session, the one where the German 30 randomly shuts in the middle of the evening. But we're going to focus on these ones for now, right? So guys, what time is London session? Drop into the chat box. What time is your London session from? We're going to go UK time here. Sorry, guys, super biased, right? But we're going to go with UK time. So the London session, 8 a.m. Right? The New York session, what time does that start, guys? What time does the New York session start? Amazing. Yeah, it starts about 1-2 p.m. And then Tokyo session, guys. Anyone know what the Tokyo session is? Anyone know what the Tokyo session is? All right. So it's in the middle of the night, guys, right? These are UK times H. Sorry, being a little bit biased here. Yeah, and Sydney session, guys. What is the Sydney session? What is the Sydney session our time? Also in the middle of the night, right? Yes, in the middle of the night. So Tokyo and Sydney are quite close together. I don't trade them. I should be sleeping, but I'm not, but I still don't trade them, right? And I will double confirm these and send these out, guys, right? But think about, what time do you trade? What time do you want to trade, right? If you're at work, you may trade in the evening. If you're at work, you may trade in the morning, right? You know, Tosin loves an early morning indices session, right? Absolutely loves it. 6 a.m. in the morning, we're trading, right? So that is one of the things you want to work on. What are the sessions? Next, guys. Next. What pairs are you going to be trading? Drop some of the currency pairs that you like to trade. Drop in the chat box, what are some of the currency pairs you like to trade? So we've got GBP, JPY, amazing. That's a very good fast FRX trade. Charmaine just likes to trade the US dollar. Anything against it? Or GU, amazing. Euro USD, GU again, GJ, SPX 500, US 100, USD JPY, GJ, SPX. All right, guys. So you guys know what currency pairs you like, right? For me, SPX, gold, NAS 100, Bitcoin, love them too, right? All right, guys. All right, you guys are seeing it, right? So those are the pairs that you want to be trading, guys, right? So with your pairs, you want to whittle it down to just a few, right? Just a few, because then you can start to understand how they move, when they move, why they move the way they do, right? You can start to form a relationship with your pairs, so then you can predict, okay, amazing, this is moving now. I know this is the time. It is the New York session. Opening bell is happening. These indices are about to do something, right? They're about to do something. So you want to know what pairs you're studying. So don't get me wrong, guys. We do copy and paste, and yes, you can take other trades as well, but you want to have the pairs that you're focusing on. And the more experience you get to trading, the more disciplined you get, the more you will be like, nope, I'm not going to take that trade, right? I don't know how that moves. I'm just going to wait until my pair does what I want my pair to do, right? So that is your pair. After that, guys, it is, what strategy are you going to use, right? What strategy are you using? So it could be, drop in the chat box, what strategies are you currently using? Let me know. What strategies are you currently using? All right, so we've got break and close. We've got SC, I'm assuming that's swipe coin. We've got index infusion. We've got harmonic scanner. Gold cut break and retest. Amazing. Any other ones, guys? Index infusion, obviously being a bit biased here, guys. Love it. Vibrata, right? Colors, hourglass, DeLorean. Love that. All right, so guys, have you ever heard anyone say stick to one strategy? Drop a 1 in the chat box if you've heard someone say stick to one strategy. Stick to one strategy. Why do we say that, guys? Why do we say stick to one strategy? Because every strategy, right, has its own risk to reward, its own rules, right? And the problem that happens, right, especially when we have FRX, HFX, DCX. Of course, guys, if you do all three, you're going to have a strategy for each one of those. That's fine. But what I don't want is I don't want someone to use DELO, index infusion, and harmonic scanner, right? They all have different rules, and you don't want to confuse yourself exactly, Angelina, right? If one person is saying that the risk to reward is 1 to 3, the next one is saying close if you're not in profit in 3 candles. The next one is saying use the EMA to see if you can get into the trade. The next one is like, you don't want to get confused, because what happens is you start to pick different things from different strategies and apply it to the trade. And the way our mind works is we're just going to pick whichever works for us and say, ah, yeah, that one works. That one works because in DELO they say this, but in harmonic scanner they say this. And so I'm just going to put them together and I'm just going to get in the trade, right? As humans, we like to find a reason to prove ourselves correct, right? We like to find a reason to justify us getting into a trade. So if you don't have the specific rules of your strategy, then you're going to find any reason, right? Any reason to get into that trade, guys. So when you have your strategy, I want you to think about the rules that the strategy is giving you. So let's say, for example, right, break and retest. We do not get into a trade unless it breaks the zone, comes back to the zone, and then starts to go back in the right direction. If that hasn't happened, guys, you do not get into the trade, right? With swipe coin, you have your 3 rules, guys. But if you're looking for a buy and it's not above that EMA, guys, guess what? You're not getting into the trade. We are confirmation traders, so it's really, really important that you know what confirmations you are looking for in order to get into the trade, right? Let me know if that makes sense, guys. You need to know your confirmations in order to get into your trade. So that is your strategy. So if at the moment, guys, you're a little bit unsure, you're not sure what strategy you want to pick, this is what ambassador calls are here for, to give you an insight in all the different strategies, and then you can pick which one you think is most suitable for you, right? So that is your strategy. And then guys, you have your Go Live educators. Who are you watching on Go Live? Drop into the chat box. Who is your favorite Go Live educator? Who are you watching? Who are you watching on Go Live? Let me know. Drop into the chat box. Who is your educator? Who are you rocking with? Who are you rolling with? So we got Barley, amazing. We got Sean. We got Dr. Spills, amazing. Anyone else, guys, drop into your chat box. You got Delano and Kim, amazing, right? You got Kim, Barley, Dr. K are your go-tos. They all do different times, amazing. Anastasia, Dr. Kathy sometimes, Kenvry, Barley and Curtis, Patrick, Kenny and Tyrone Foster, amazing, right? You guys know who your educators are, right? You guys know what time they are on. Let's throw a little bit of a quiz out here, guys. What time is Luke Longmire on, right? Tell me the time. What time is Luke Longmire on, right? What time is Anastasia on? So we got 1 p.m., right? What time is Anastasia on? UK time, obviously, guys, because I'm being biased. Right, what time is Kim and Delano on? You guys need to know what time your educator is on. Of course, guys, what time is Barley on? Right? You need to know what time your educators are on so you can be there sitting there with them, right? 8 p.m. on a Monday, 7:15 Tuesday, Thursday. Great, guys. I can see my Index Infusion crew showing up. Love that, right? So guys, right, you need to get obsessed with your Go Live educator, right? You want to know when they're on. If you can't watch them live, you watch the recording, you see what they're saying, you do what they're doing. These people have the results that you desire, right? They have the results that you desire. All right, guys. So we've gone through all of them apart from your goals, right? Have a monetary goal. This isn't to be materialistic. This is just to know where you are going, right? So have a short-term and a long-term goal, right? Short-term, 60 days, 30 days, right? Long-term, you could do 100 days or the year, right? Have a monetary goal. Yes, you're going to have a compound plan anyway, but just have that goal in the back of your mind. This is what I want to achieve, right? Drop a 4 in the chat box if you guys have noted that down. Drop a 4 in the chat box if you guys have noted that down. All right, guys. So I want anyone to raise their hand if you want to do your trading plan live on this call right now, right? If you want to do your trading plan live on this call right now using what we've just set out and you want to unmute, raise your hand, right? Raise your hand so we can do your trading plan here, because it is important that you have a trading plan going forward. Starting from tomorrow, guys, you want to put this in action. Let me just tell you guys, I started a new trading plan for the beginning of the year, and I have been sticking to it like glue, right? I remember Barley sent a trade. It was not a currency pair that I had on my trading plan. I said, okay, well, sorry, I can't trade that, unfortunately. Thanks, Barley, but no thanks, right? I have my percentage. Once I hit my percentage, I closed my trade and said, yep, it could have hit take profit. It could have hit take profit 2, could have hit take profit 3, but I hit my compound amount. I'm done, right? I sat there, right? I watched Kim and Delano yesterday. I watched Barley, right? You want to make sure that you are doing everything in your trading plan. So does anyone want to get their trading plan sorted, guys, or anyone got any questions about a trading plan that they have already done? Guys, remember what I say every single week, right? Is that these are here and able to help you level up. There are 36 people on the call, and from what I can remember, there were quite a few people who dropped freeze into the chat box. I'm expecting you freeze to have your hand raised, right? Because if you don't have a trading plan and you're getting the opportunity to do one with a leader live on a call, you want to take that up, right? So raise your hand, drop a 1 in the chat box if you wish to do your trading plan right here, right now, right? All right, amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, so Shireen, let me unmute you. No worries, girl. No worries at all. Hey, Shireen, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Wow.
Excuse the baby in the background.
All right, no worries, no worries, no worries. All right, so your trading plan. So what package are you on, Shireen?
I'm on the DCX.
DCX. All right, amazing, right? So percentage growth. So what percentage do you wish to grow your account at?
I actually don't know. I always see I was going on the lower spectrum, you know, like the 3%, the smaller, because I haven't figured out how to. I'm currently just doing copy and paste trade, so I haven't really figured out what my growth should be. I'm just kind of hoping to get like anything over like £2, £3 a day.
Okay, all right, amazing. So 3% growth is good. We'll go with that. That's what I started off when I first traded.
Okay.
Right, so 3% a day, which is great. And then the sessions that you want to be trading in. So when do you feel like is a good time for you to trade?
I think ideally the 10 p.m. 11 p.m. because that's when this little man, this noisy little man, oh thank you, hold on, I've been saved. 2 seconds. I'm loud. Thank you. So I would say 10 p.m. 11 p.m. in the evening because the baby's down by then and it'll be a perfect time to lock in.
Amazing. And that is great, right? Well, we'll move on to why it's great in a minute, but yeah, that's great. All right, so pairs, right? So you're on DC.
All right. So I've been doing, is it gold, US dollar?
Yeah.
US dollar, I think that's what it's called.
So
yeah, that's the only trades I've been doing so far.
And then you'll be doing Bitcoin and Ethereum because they are in your DCX package, right?
Right.
So your strategy, so obviously your DCX, and this is the thing, guys, some strategies will just fall into hand because of your package, right? So swipe coin is your strategy. And then your go live educators. So who was one of the go live educators that you were watching for?
Sean.
Yeah, amazing. So you got Sean, right? So that's the go live educator that you're going to be watching at the moment. And then do you have any monetary short-term, long-term goals?
I want to get to earning, you know, minimum 100 to 200 pound a week. Yeah. On my trading account.
Amazing. So that's your let's say that's your short term, and then what's your long term?
Long term, I've been taking baby steps. I haven't even thought about it, but I know like by the end of the year I want to be able to say that I have 10, like, you know, rough overall I want to have 10,000 in savings a lot across the spectrum. So hopefully I will have at least halfway through the year 5 grand in my trading account.
Okay, amazing. Minimum. Love that, right? So Shireen, I know you not long started. Your goals are already done, but that is your trading plan, right? Take a screenshot, drop some S's into the chat box for Shireen for stepping up, right? So now you have your trading plan. So when you do your compound plan, you're going to grow it 3% a day, right? Okay. 3% a day. And I'm going to pull up the compound plan just so you can see it.
Yeah, but I don't think I've seen one of those.
Your sessions are going to be Tokyo, Sydney. And the reason why I said that's amazing is because Sean comes on at 1 o'clock in the morning on a Monday and 12 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday and a Thursday, right?
Yeah.
So you've got him in the evening with the sessions that you said that you'll probably be free, right? So that really helps as well. Your pairs, you're liking gold at the moment, that's perfectly fine. You're taking the copy and paste trades. And of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum at the moment. As I mentioned, copy and paste trades for now, you can take them, but when you're starting to get into the charts, you'll be looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum the most. Your strategy is swipe coin, your go live educator is Sean, and you have your goals. You are all set with your trading plan. So shout outs to you, Shireen. Super proud of you. And now you have a plan that you can follow for the year of 2022. So amazing, guys. So guys, that wasn't hard. That wasn't scary, right? Shireen has plucked up. She came on and now she has a plan to follow. So I'm going to open it to one more person before we wrap up. Does anyone else want to do their trading plan, right? One more person. Does anyone else want to do their trading plan before we wrap it up? And then what I would like to do is, let me see first. But anyone else, drop a 1 in the chat box. Okay, amazing, Dion. Let me unmute you. Oh, Dion, you should be able to unmute yourself.
Hello.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Happy New Year.
Good. All right. So, Dion, my index infusion queen. I mean, I know you do everything. I'm not going to act like I have it all to myself, but let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about this. So, what is your growth? We'll start there.
Well, I mean, we're all doing a challenge from next week, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll do a plan for the challenge. So my plan for the challenge is 5%. It's going to be I'll look at the charts before I start work on London, and then after I finish work, kind of like open in New York.
Cool.
I'm gonna do Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Amazing.
And I will use Swipe Coin. And then for Go Live, Picasso, Sean.
You're not giving me much confidence with this, Dion. Say it with your chest.
No, do you know what it is? I'm doing, like, remember when we did the last call, and I was saying that I'm trying to kind of do my bridge. One of I don't know if I'm going to realistically be able to stay up for Sean. Got you. That's why I'm a bit hesitant with Sean. but Picasso, most definitely, for sure I can definitely do Picasso.
Oh, Dion, you got caught.
Okay. I'm gonna put it in the, can I put it in a blessing pot? I'll put it in a blessing pot.
You can put it in a blessing pot.
Look at you. You switched in the chat. Why are you switching?
They are ruthless. All right, amazing. And your goals. What are your goals? What are your short-term and long-term goals?
So my short-term goal is that will bring me to 5 figures. That will bring me to 5 figures doing it that way. And then that will bring me to 6 figures by the end of the year.
Amazing, right? So we're on 5 figures. And when you say 5 figures, you know that can range from 1,000 to 9,000, right? So we're going to have to be a little bit more specific with the figures, right? Like, give me some numbers.
Well, when I looked at the compound plan, I think it's about 16,000. Yeah, 5 figures, 16,000, I think it was. If you know, I do everything according to plan for the whole 90 days.
Amazing, 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 amazing. All right. Love that, Dion, even though you're moving over to the DCX side, it's fine.
I know, no, but see, this is the problem, and this is why I didn't want to put my I didn't want to do this, because I know that secretly in my head, I'm still going to be doing I'm going to have a different plan that's going to be doing SPX with ballet.
And that's the thing, and that's what I want to highlight to you guys, is that you can have different trading accounts. When you become more experienced, you can have different trading accounts for different things, right? So if you want a DCX account, you can have a DCX account. If you want an indices account, you can have an indices account. If you want a gold account, you can have a gold account. My reason is, don't have too many, because you'll be juggling too many. But if you do feel like you need a separate account, you will have a separate plan for that as well. So some people have an account for compounding. Some people have an account that pays their bills and they withdraw from it all the time. Perfectly fine, right? Perfectly fine, as long as you have a plan for that, right? So,
can I just ask a question?
Go for it.
Because I guess really and truly, I probably should have said that plan, because that's the plan that needs work. This one was like really nice and easy. The other one, I was like, I shouldn't talk about that one. So it's SPX. So I'll take any trade that Ballet will send for SPX, and I'm gutted that SPX trade that he sent today missed the limit by 1 point, and it's just hit TP. Anyway,
when you get more confident with that, what will happen is you'll be like, oh, it's just missed a pip. Okay, well, maybe I'll just market execute it anyway. You see?
Yeah, it's true.
Like Angelina said,
and that's true, Angelina, you're right. No FOMO, no.
There will always be another trade. There will always be money in the market. So, all right, so let's do your FOX one real quickly, and then we got a testimony, and then we'll wrap up talking about the 90 days. So talk to me, Dion, what's your percentage growth from your FRX?
So for the FRX one, I'm thinking 3%.
All right.
Because see, this is where I'm getting confused, because Ballet recently on his go lives, he's been looking at the volume bar, which Anastasia happens to do as well. So it's kind of like they're doing the same thing. But then this just goes against everything that you said to say. Because when I've been doing Cobain's fib strategy, it also lines up. So like at the moment, I'm doing like a little thing on my demo where I'm getting into SPX trades at the 786 levels. And like I know, Angelina, that's why I never wanted to talk about it. That's why I never wanted to talk about it.
At the end of the day, it happens, right? It happens. You get exposed to different strategies. What you're doing is okay on your demo account, right? Not on your live account, because and until the educator says this is how we do it, you can practice whatever you want to do on your demo account. That is fine. But when you follow the educator, you've literally just got to put your trust in the educator. Like, you got to put your trust in it. You got to say, you know what, this is what Barley said, this is what I'm going to do. I know Curtis's fib levels are amazing, but I'm not going to do them on this account, right? I'm just going to stick to what Barley said.
Okay. No, that's fair. That is fair. That is true.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So SPX, and then it will be Ballet and Anastasia, because their styles are really similar, and I've noticed that their entries are very, very close.
Okay, amazing. So the strategy is volumes, right?
Yeah.
Supply and demand.
Yes, supply and demand, or whenever Ballet is going to release.
Or the shadow, yeah, one day.
The shadow.
All right. See, Dion, it's not that hard, right? What you didn't want to talk about it because you didn't want confession time. Dion, take a screenshot of this so you can see that. But it's really, really important to highlight the areas that you may struggle with, or highlight the things that you really, really want to work on, so that you know what you need to do, right? Because this plan now is gospel, Dion, right? This plan now
very clear,
gospel, right? So you don't want to see anything else on the FRX account apart from SPX, essentially. You don't want to be trading outside your zones, and when you hit your 3%, you're done, right? You tap out, you're good.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, thank you, Jane.
No worries at all. All right, so let me unmute this amazing lady, because this lady has been smashing her trading plan. She's disciplined, amazing trade management. And I just want you guys to, you hear her all the time, you see her in the group chat, she's so inspirational. And I just want to bring on the lovely, where's she gone? The lovely Angelina, guys, because this woman is amazing. She's killing it. She hit her compound plan like 2 days ago. And she just started. So let me bring you on. There's two of you, Angelina. I don't know which one to unmute, but you can unmute whichever one that you wish. Drop some A's in the chat box for Angelina. And you should be able to unmute, Angie. I can't see you. Oh, have I lost her?
No, hold on.
Oh.
Just let me mute the computer. I had to log on to my phone because it keeps on cutting out. I don't know if I need to reset or reboot my Zoom. Can you hear me all?
I can hear you.
Okay, right. So I've taken out the headphones out of the computer, muted that with the phone. Sorry, I'm cooking as well.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
What do you want me to talk about?
So tell me about how you find your trading plan, your discipline, your consistency. Just tell us a little bit about your trading journey and how your trading plan has helped you.
How did I get to my discipline? Through a lot of undiscipline, through a lot of blown accounts, through a lot of, when we first started, I couldn't tell you about lot sizes and stuff. Like I said, I started about 3 years ago. The videos that we had were like 16, 17 minutes long. Nikki must have started about maybe 6 months before me. So I joined, it'd be like, oh, watch the videos, I'll call you next week, kind of thing. So the learning that we had, myself, Sabrina, and a few others that came like a few months after, we had to push. We didn't have half of the things. We didn't, none of this. We was an ambassador, we had none of this. So a lot of my stuff was scrambling through, basically. Sabrina was my buddy. And I just tell you, I just left, I threw away some messages and books and stuff that I had the other day, some old time stuff. Didn't do trading journals before. I would have said I've only started doing a trading journal, when did I join? End of 2018. I only started doing a trading journal about 2020. In all honesty, I used to write little notes down here, there, and everywhere, but I specifically physically bought a trading journal. I think it was 2020. I looked at my Amazon, and plus I have a notebook where I write out when Toasting gives out stuff, or people do the copy paste trades. For the pairs, I used to do everything. Yeah, just put on, yeah, that's good. Follow this one, follow that one. We didn't have many, at the beginning, we didn't have many educators or strategies. So I was a harmonic scanner baby and web analyzer, which is now called Vibrata. Ballet was on back then, and Kathy, and those are the two people I originally followed, apart from when Christopher Terry did his night shades, whatever it was called. Cool, I joined it, but I couldn't understand half of it. My trading plan now, I don't know if you want to share some of it on the screen. My trading plan now, I have a short-term and a long-term goal. I have the pairs that I want to trade. I fell in love with XPX and NAS. And it's only because US 30 we don't get on. So I don't touch US 30 because I will say they don't want to be recorded. And I can't say I lost a lot of cheeseburgers with US 30, so, and Bammy and Patty and all the rest of it, yeah. So when I touch US 30, even on demo, I just about even though it's a demo, I'll just about do a US 30 on a demo. But for me, Forex pairs, they're good. When you start, I'd advise anybody who's new, even if you have $2,000 in your account, start with a Forex pair. So that's what I did. I'd start with a Forex pair. Eventually, as I went along, I started to choose pairs that are working for me. So even though I didn't have a proper physical journal, I'd write down the trades that I've got and whether I've lost or won. And at the time, I used to win a lot of GBP CAD trades. So that became my pair. Euro JPY, only because Nikki at the time and myself, we just had babies. We were nursing, we up at night. I get to Ange, put on Euro JPY, what's the such and such. And that's how I fell in love with Euro JPY. Then all of a sudden there's talk of gold. So I fast up in gold, lost a lot of money on gold. I realized, okay, this doesn't move like the Forex pairs. So therefore, let me just dress back off of this something. So that's how I learned. And then realizing from my own research and stuff as well, and the different educators, that Forex pairs are not like gold, and gold are not like indices. So you need to know the difference. Everyone's jumping on these things. Whether you're you might say, oh, I'm HFX, but I can't put the trades on for the Forex pairs because you're HFX. Those are time-based. If you want to do target-based, then do Forex. That's me. Index infusion all the way. Ballet is brilliant. I heard Ballet at a conference, and I think from there, when he started to do the compound, that's what I heard about compound plan. And he spoke about a girl that only had a little amount of money. She used to trade 1%, 1%. She made £1 something dollar on the Thursday. The next day it was $2 something dollars until she made this big 5-6 figure amount. When was this conference? So it was a good couple of years ago. And so I thought, okay, I heard it's compound plan. And when we used to, I don't know if Jade, if you remember, we used to do meetings in Greenman. Were you there?
No, I weren't there yet.
You weren't there, it was with somebody else. At the Greenman in Catford. And Kamali was talking about the compound plan. But it still wasn't registering this compound plan, yeah. So then just picking up bits along the way, that's how I knew about my compound plan, what pairs I want to trade, what time I want to trade. I used to be up all kind of hours. Unfortunately, I started to get a bit ill when we was doing like, you know, these kind of like Holton Bogs run and stuff like that. And I took majorly ill in hospital. It was bad, but I'm still here. And from that, I kind of just dressed back a bit. I know what pairs I want to do and what time I get up in the morning to trade. And from last year, for the last few months, indices is doing it for me. The mindset, my mindset as well. It's not just your trading plan, it's your mindset.
Yeah.
If you're not a reader, well, I would encourage you to read, but audios are there. There are mindset, oh my gosh, this mindset video is too long. You know, Les Brown's talking too long. There are short 5-minute ones that you can do in the morning and stuff as well until you do more, or just have it on in the background. Have them on in the background instead of playing, you know, your coffee or whatever. No, I'm joking. Have them on in the background and just build up. But your trading plan should have your your short term. I say, okay, the next 3 months, I want to be able to make £50 a day. That's $250 a week. No income claims. This is just an example. Yeah. So then you can say, okay, in 6 months' time, I want to know that I'm making between £100 and £300 a day for 3 days a week. I will trade 3 days a week. I will trade these pairs. I will do gold at New York session. I will do my other 2 pairs, GBP USD, GBP JPY on the London Open. And when you make your compound, for God's sake, stop.
Please.
I'm telling you, for God's sake, stop. I've done this, but I've made a bag of money. I did it with Naz the other day. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. And I don't know what, I pick up my fast self and went in and lost about 80% of it. There's no need.
No.
There's really no need. 6.6 trillion. I can say that because we say it on the presentations a day, if not more than that now. Crypto over 1 trillion a day. That's 24/7. Even Christmas Day it was open. I have to go fast and have a look. Just to have a look. Stop when you hit your pan. Please. If you have your demo, do your demo. And I know we said, right, we do our demos and they come up like 1 million on the demo or 50,000. Be realistic. If you're doing a compound, start with something small and build the demo. Build that demo.
Most definitely.
Because you're gonna think, yeah, man, I'm on this demo and it's with 100,000, I'm doing a 1.5 lot size, and you don't even know what it's doing to your account. And when you go open up your little something cheeseburgers account and put that lot size on and wonder why in 2 seconds you've only got a little amount left. Where's my thing stop work? Why is it not going up and down? Because it's blown. Yes, I've been through all of that. Yeah, come back and see minus whatever cheeseburgers. Right, been through all of that. So yeah, have your trading plan. What Jade's got there is very simple. Because all you want to know is how much percent you're going to make a day, how much you're going to start with, what your favorite players are, your strategy, your go live mentor, your short term and your long term goal. Make it simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it, and don't compare yours to anybody else's, because we're all at different stages.
Most definitely. Thank you so much, Angie. Guys, Angelina has been here from the get-go. Drop some A's into the chat box for Angelina, because Angelina has been through it all, right? She didn't have the Go Live educators. She didn't have the tools that we've got now, but she pushed through. And I think it's so important to hear from those testimonies, because guys, success leaves clues. Right? Success leaves clues. How many times, and I'm not saying that you should necessarily trade this pair, but how many times did you hear SPX get mentioned today, right? There's success and people were starting to notice things, and that gives you a little bit of a shortcut, right? That gives you a little bit of an upper hand when you start to listen to people who most definitely have the results that you desire. They've been through what you're going through right now, and they can support and they can help you. So thank you so much. You touched on so many gems. Journaling, guys, I'm not going to get into it today. We can go for it another time, but journaling will level up your trading, guys. And of course, guys, while I wrap this up, we do indeed have the 90-day challenge starting on Monday, guys. It's the 90-day challenge where we are compounding our account for 90 days. So yes, there is a battle between colors and DCX, but if you want to do your challenge in whatever strategy you are using, go for it, right? Because the main aim of this game is to keep everyone engaged, to have fun, to show that compounding your account is possible, right? So the 90-day challenge, no matter what strategy you are using, jump on it, guys. Get your account ready. 5% a day. We are going to be compounding. I'm super, super excited about that. I want you guys to drop 90 into the chat box, because so much can happen in 90 days, guys. So much can happen in 90 days. Do a compound plan for 90 days, guys, right? And just see the figure at the end of it, right? This is a chance for you to show your discipline. This is a chance to show yourself that 2022 you are manifesting all the things that you've been saying, right? So use this as an opportunity, as everyone in Wealthier World is doing this challenge with you. You can reach out to people. You can express the times when you may be a little bit less disciplined. I'm in a group with some of the leaders, guys, and when we get a little bit greedy, we just put a little bit of a message saying, I'm feeling a little bit greedy today, and everyone is here to support you and spur you on and tell you, do you know what, you can do this, don't risk it all for one trade, right? So you want to use the accountability that we have here in the whole of Wealthier World to get your results. Yes, Annette, you can do it on FRX, you can do it on HFX, DCX, anything, right? You are just compounding your account for 90 days. And if you are a DCXer, then guys, you will be on a call, guys. There is a call. I believe the chair lady is doing a call right now. And also we've got the call on Saturday for the DCXs, for the colors, guys. Oh, yes. And also Thursday, guys. So Thursday, 10 p.m., Thursday, 10 p.m., we are having a 90-day session. We're going to run through all the rules, guys. We're going to run through everything you need to get prepared for the 90 days. We're going to have fun. We're going to have banter. We're going to create our compound plan. So make sure you are on that call Thursday, 10 p.m., guys. You do not want to miss it. You are going to get all the information you need to run up this challenge, guys, right? So guys, tell everyone, your friends, your family, your guests, the people that joined, that now left, the people that are running up, everyone. It is for absolutely everyone, guys. We want people to make money. That is what Wealth Your World is about, right? We are here to make people money. And if we have to give you the trades, if we have to show you the educator, if we have to show you the strategies again and again and again, we are going to do what we need to do in order to make sure that you do what you need to do, guys, because that is what it boils down to, right? There is a lot of Angelina, you crack me up. There is a lot of money out there, right? There is a lot of money in the markets for us. All we need to do is plug in and get the results. 2022, it boils down to you. Right, all that rhymes. Anyway, 2022, it boils down to you. If you don't press the button, if you don't go on the go live, if you don't jump on the Zoom calls, you're not going to make the money. If you do the complete opposite, guys, you are going to make the money. There is enough money for every single one of us. So make sure you jump on and you maximize it. Right, you maximize this, because never before have we been able to make money on our mobile phone via Zoom with a mass group of people who look like us, who are killing it like us, guys, right? So I really, really want to encourage you guys to take 2022 by the horns and run with it, and make sure that you are the reason why you succeed, right? You are the reason why you are running. And here at Wealth Your World, we are here to support you on your journey every single step of the way, right? Every single step